2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Carry for Raheem Mostert.
That is crazy.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity is there, you can see
ain't no way, TJ.
Yeah,
he gonna throw me on.
You're exactly right. It could be a very long
That's crazy.
for the defense.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And
looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league. I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball again?
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Tyree Jackson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone. So we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, You get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Good throw.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Help me find the best credit cards for gear and home. It allowed me to connect so
After
many
one,
features
seven,
this dream
nothing.
into a community. Prepare your way there. Find the smartest financial products to unlock your dream.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. One more time with Mostert. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
That's great.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
What the fuck?
He's not scoring now. He's not scoring now when he's not in his zone. Don't get that up.
Got him. I mean, that's not his fault. He got the
Mostert. And this time he is in. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Look at the fucking.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
This is the stop. This is the stop. This is the stop. Shot clock was the best decision right there, though.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Hey, Mom.
Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Get it back, dude. That's damn it. I ain't gonna lie. It's old, though. It's old.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are you going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you never make some adjustments.
Yeah, I don't know about going up. Going up like Yao is just absolutely crazy, bro.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now. It's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he fires one incomplete.
They give it up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball caught by Campbell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Blankenship out for the point after.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing after the interception. Lance taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for the Niners.
On first down, Lance
Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
to throw. It's Lance.
Fuck. Let me get that.
And it's incomplete.
Oh,
Took a shot,
my.
couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. Now Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. They find some open field here. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Colts add on to their lead. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from...
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a play fake. Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Taking a shot for
Why did he stop running?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown.
Why did he stop?
The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get back out to Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Rodgers on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action with Jackson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
This fuck.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bobby Okereke in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. And
thank you, bro. Come on, bro. This nigga 95 speed. Fuck. You 95 speed getting toasted like that.
49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Shit don't make no sense why you getting toasted like that.
Very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is
is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are
Look at that, bro.
How would you handle that as a coach?
Bro, that's crazy. That is crazy.
They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't have
It really is really devastating when y'all don't fucking block, bro.
Right now, and partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting the sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to
Come on, Jamerson.
as a general rule.
Are you right there?
Now it's a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Off of play action, here's Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance.
That has to be a sack.
That's knocked down and incomplete.
Just has to be, bro. Shit has to be a sack, man.
Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage.
We on him. We into that. That's D, man. Good D. We into that ass, man. Locked on.
That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your
Nelson, bro? Bruh, I'm just about to pass the ball now, bro. He putting you on your fucking ass.
This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football.
Like, there's no reason why he putting you on your fucking ass like that.
But at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson now. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Deep ball down that right side.
Gotta make that read, bro. Damn, Tyree.
On second down, it's Taylor. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. To the right side, complete to Taylor.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it.
Bruh, how the fuck?
First down, they're headed to change.
Nigga is shut.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I'm gonna run this bitch, bro.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Nice little juke. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And this is going to be nowhere close.
How, bro?
Losing yardage. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And
Dude,
the
got this.
49ers are going to get the football back.
Just.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
Now we gonna run this fucking rock, bro.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And they've had little to no success stopping him on the ground all game long because that's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and by far the best touchdown of the bunch. They came in this game knowing that they needed to rely on him, and the defense knew they needed to slow him down, yet he's delivered in a big way, and he's been sensational.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lance looking to throw it. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is
Good shit.
really well to not show that he's having a
Hello?
problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what,
Hello?
throwing the football with confidence, but we're not
Yeah.
seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance.
Yeah, I'm gonna take her tomorrow.
He's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This offense
Yeah, I'm picking her up too.
Straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10.
All right.
Throwing now is Lance. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Taylor. And down he'll go at the 25. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. It got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Colts, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.
That's why we in one thing up.